What's up everyone, it's Mike from UMTBC here to do part 2 of UMTBC's grocery store tour. Last week we covered pretty much the basics of what a healthy diet should look like. Today we'll look at more quality carbohydrates, fluids, things you should be hydrating your bodies with, and finally snacks. Last video, if you remember, I said it and I'm going to say it again. Nutrition is the most important factor when it comes to transforming your body. Whether you're training UMTBC or doing workouts at home, training is an important part, but nutrition is by far the most important. Okay, let's go do some shopping, guys. What up, guys? Last time we talked about carbohydrate sources from breads, but let's take a look at better quality alternative carbohydrate sources. All right, again, we all know carbohydrates is going to give your body energy, but it's the quality of the carbs that matters the most. Let's take a look at examples right here. We got red lentils. This is my personal favorite, mainly because it has so much protein per serving. It's perfect for bulking up a little bit. Another good example, butternut squash and this regular squash, okay? Both very different, but both packed with minerals and vitamins and carbohydrates, which is really important for working out. Let's take a look over here. We have the sweet potato and yams, okay? All these shaped yams I've seen in my life, but again, excellent source of minerals and vitamins and carbohydrates as well. The last guy we're going to take a look at is the white potato. Probably the most controversial carbohydrate there is, mainly because it's used in French fries, potato chips, all that garbage. Sure, all that stuff is bad for you, but it doesn't mean that the potato in its wholesome self is bad. The minerals and vitamins it's packed in this little guy, and this is the perfect amount of serving for working out, like just a handful of carbs, and it's done. Avoid deep frying it. Again, anything fried is going to raise your acidic levels, and anything too fried, is bad for you. Baked is perfect. Nothing much more. Look around. The variety is endless. I just showed you a whole bunch of examples. Let's go check out some carbohydrate sources from fruits. Let's go. Alright guys, we're in the fruit aisle. Like we said in the last video, fruits and vegetables has to be the primary source of foods in your diet. Fruits is another amazing source of carbohydrates. The reason being, they're monosaccharides, which means they're going to be digested into your body really fast. There's no digestion involved at all. If you're looking for something before working out, bananas is the best pre-workout food you can have. 30 minutes prior to working out, you'll have the energy all you need to do a hard grueling workout. Take a look around. You don't want to stick to one fruit too much. It's going to create a vitamin deficiency. So stick to the mangoes, stick to the oranges. Just try different stuff, guys. My favorite stuff is the mango. Cut it up, eat it up, whatever you guys want. All right, let's move on. Alright guys, let's talk about liquids and what you should be hydrating your bodies with. But first, let's start with something you shouldn't be hydrating your bodies with, and that is milk. I know a lot of people are going to question that. People grow up drinking milk, and sure, doesn't mean it's all necessarily right. Milk was meant for babies and to help with their growth process. They grow their biggest during the first year, so they need something rich in calories to help with that growth development. As an adult, you don't need to get those vitamins and calcium from milk. There's other external sources you can get it from. Not only that, you shouldn't be drinking another animal's byproduct. If we look at milk, a lot of people are going to say, sure, it's high in protein. Yes, meat is high in protein, and it's a better source of protein and amino acids. The next argument is people say the vitamins. We looked at tons of fruits and vegetables, guys, with better vitamins, and it's better absorption into the body. The last one is carbohydrates, and that's what we're touching on today. Sure, milk is a good source of carbohydrates, but we just looked at a whole bunch. The vegetables, the fruits, way better source of carbohydrates, guys. If you grew up drinking milk, try to cut that down and eventually eliminate it from your diet altogether. You don't really need it. The pasteurization process doesn't do you much good as well. Alright, let's move on. Okay guys, let's talk about the only thing you should be hydrating your bodies with, and that is plain old water. 70% of your body is composed of water, 85% of your brain is composed of water, your bones are composed of water. This is the only thing you should be hydrating your bodies with. It's going to keep your muscles full and give you that toned look, believe it or not. But more importantly than that, a lot of people complain that they have hunger pains after they've eaten, and that's actually because they're dehydrated. So having a bottle on hand and constantly drinking water is going to help you a ton. If you're a highly active person, the people who go to UMTBC, you need to be having 3 to 4 liters of water a day. So this is a 4-liter jug. This is exactly the amount of water you should be consuming daily on a daily basis. Let's take a look at these sports drinks. Do you really need these? My answer is no. They're just packed with sugars, salts, carbohydrates. There's stuff that your body doesn't need to be putting, stuff you don't need to be putting into your body, okay? Stick to the plain old water. There's no need to go for any expensive sports drinks and stuff like that. It's all marketing hype, guys. Let's move on to one of the most debated topics of all time, coffee and tea. Let's go take a look. Okay guys, let's talk about tea versus coffee, the great all-time battle. If you're trying to be healthy and stay in good shape, green tea, organic tea is the best way to go. Full of antioxidants, and it's gonna keep you refreshed. It gives you a little break from the water once in a while if you get bored with it. Coffee doesn't necessarily give you the same benefits as tea. The caffeine, sure, it will give you that, not even an energy boost, it just wakens you up a little bit, but the caffeine that you guys are gonna be putting into your body isn't beneficial for your for the way your body operates. The caffeine is going to affect your nervous system, which is bad, and not only that, it dehydrates your body, so it takes water outside of your body. We just finished explaining how important it was to keep yourself hydrated, so stay away from coffee. If you are addicted to having your morning beverage, make that switch over to tea, guys. It's one of the best benefits you can do for your body. Alright, let's move on. Alright guys, let's talk about snacks. If you've been following the diet we've been showing you so far, there shouldn't be much need for snacks because you're gonna feel full all the time. But for those people that need to be snacking a little bit, let's take a look at some examples. Again, you want to stick to something with fruits, grains, and healthy fats. So something like this trail mix is perfect. You got the blueberries, you got the almonds, and you got all the healthy fats from other nuts in there. There's some flaxseed, as you can see, pumpkin seeds. That's a perfect snack to be snacking on throughout the day. Stuff like almonds, cashews, walnuts. These are perfect healthy fats that are gonna help you guys get that balance of fats that your body needs, but as well keeping your body full all the time. There's not much else, guys, that you can take in for snacks. Avoid the aisles like we talked about earlier. The trail mix that you're gonna see in those boxes, those granola bars, those are just jacked up with sugars, no real health benefit whatsoever. You look at like these chocolate raisins covered in chocolate, what's the point? It defeats the purpose of the all natural. Stay away from too much dried fruit. The concentration of sugars are too high. Stay away from the M&Ms, stay away from the sugars, you guys know that all. And that pretty much covers it for snacks, guys. Alright guys, that concludes the end of UMTBC's grocery store tour. Today we looked at some quality carbohydrates besides bread, stuff like squash, sweet potatoes, yams, and lentils. Finally, we looked at things you should be hydrating your bodies with, primarily water and occasionally green tea or organic tea, all the different kinds. And finally, we looked at some snacks. That's pretty much the basic of what your nutrition template should look like throughout the day. Again, I want to say it again, if you've been following it properly, there isn't a real need to constantly snack on things. But if you are, we looked at some examples earlier. Guys, I want to give a quick shout out to Kristen, our nutritionist. She's done an amazing job on our nutritional template. All their information is going to be posted on the Facebook page. Stay tuned for that. It's going to make grocery shopping way easier. It's going to give you guys tons of variety. It's something really different, and I hope it's going to help a lot of you guys on your journey to your body transformation. Finally, a quick shout out to everyone that's been coming out to class. It's been absolutely incredible to see everybody's transforming, working hard. I've never seen this ever in any sort of fitness venue I've ever been in. People are going crazy. The sport's been insane. Stay tuned, guys. I'll see you guys all at UMTBC.